Lord have mercy. All right, we are back. I'm sorry, I had to get in a hot shower. I need a refresh. Man, we did a live over there with the members, and we got into some things over there. It was great. It was awesome. I mean, it was an awesome live, and I said, "Oh, I need a shower." Okay, because I've been out walking and running errands. I said, I need a shower. All right. So I said, let me go and get in the shower and let me just get a little snack. I needed a little snack. Okay. Personally needed a little snack. Oh man. I don't know. Welcome. Let's get right into the topics. Safaree. Wow. This man, he was on this show with the guy, to eat the food, and he eat foods in the car, and he had Safaree on the show, and he asked him. He said, "Well, did anybody get away? Did Nicki Minaj get away?" And pretty much what he said. Oh no, but this is quite strange because I don't know if he is abusive because Nicki said he was abusive, or she alluded to he was abusive. I'm hearing that his um that documentary is going to have him as being abusive. But clearly she went from this one. I don't think he's abusive because Erica Mena is not saying that he's abusive. So I don't think he's abusive. I think she just did it because she was upset. But obviously something happened to this guy that she went on and dated a whole man on the SO list. Let's just break that down. She not only dated and she married. Now, we don't know it for a fact that she's married to Kenneth Petty. We don't know. That could be just something for her career because in the state of California, you can't even find out if they're married or not because it is a sealed, it's the marriage license do not have to be from the general public. And nothing have leaked, not even TMZ have gotten the marriage license of Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty. So we don't even know if they're married. But I also think that this man got a square head. I just have to say that. But other than that, Safaree have to remain current in this business. I mean, he's on different parts of the Love and Hip Hop franchise. He can't rap, of course. He's not a good rapper at all. Let's clear that up. He's not a good rapper at all. The man cannot rap. But he's an entertainment factor. He's doing good because he's still current after all of these years. We're still talking about Safaree. Now, when we first learned about him was back in 2008, 2009, when she would bring him on red carpets and all of those type of things. Nicki Minaj felt that he was aggressive in the relationship, that he was telling her to get in the studio and he didn't really want to work, and she pretty much have to come and take care of him and be like the breadwinner. So I do believe that, Safaree, Nicki, um, that relationship was just toxic. And you also believe that I believe that Nicki took care of him. Like she's taking care of the guy she's with now. Let's be clear on that. But when I saw him eating the food, I think that was great because I think a lot of people that are trying to stay current, they don't know how to become social media stars themselves, so they latch on to social media people. Like the guy he was latching on, he rarely have celebrities in his car. He rarely eat food with any celebrities, but you clearly see that's a trend. And then after you seen that, then you see Nicki Minaj she go on Kai Live and say, "Oh my gosh, Kai, I would love to come on your show on Twitch." That is right after the Safaree piece, literally. Maybe like a day. I don't know the exact timeline, but I do believe Safaree story came out first, and then shortly after that, it was the Nicki Minaj story with Kai. Are y'all following me? So clearly she is watching and she's studying him, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna watch him and all of that. Okay. But Nicki is not, I can't even say this. I don't think Nicki is doing good. The reason why I say that, because number one, being married to a man that is accused of taking something from a woman, like taking her innocence. That's not cool. And then the kicker is Nicki Minaj tried to say, "Oh my gosh, no, Jennifer Hugh, she was the same age as him. They were dating." Those are facts. And having that conversation with the whole Nicki Minaj fan base, she did derogatory things. And she married a guy that he can't even go to his children basketball game or his son football game or his son play baseball because he's on a, who want to be around a person. See, this is what I gotta say, because y'all look at these people as celebrities. If you found out that your next door neighbor or somebody close to you is on this list, would you allow your children to be around them? Let that sink in. No, honestly, if you knew somebody on a list that they are on this particular list because they violated a minor, would you want that person to be around your children? Do you understand? Let's be clear here, because I think a lot of people feel like, oh my gosh, oh, these are celebrity, and you forget all of the logic, all of the right and wrong goes out the window. You wouldn't want your baby around a man that is on a list that cannot be around minors. You wouldn't want that. And then people will say, well, Wiley, she been talking about going on Twitch. No, this particular time is very odd to me that this Nicki Minaj woman, as an artist, will announce this right after Safaree did his announcement. Let's be clear. Nicki see everything, just like she see me talking about her. She see all these people, and let's be clear. If you put the celebrity's name in the title, it's a 99.999%, especially me, they're gonna see it. And if they don't see it, somebody on their staff gonna see it. And they're just listening. Okay, do we got him say, oh man, we can't sue him because he's still talking about Jennifer Hugh, and that ain't no defamation because clearly that's in the public domain. Oh, let's see if we got him today. You don't get me because clearly I'm within the guidelines of the fact that you dated a man that is on the SO list. That is in the public domain. Your husband is a convicted felon. See, I ain't like the little dumb chick that started to get obsessed with Nicki Minaj activities, and she was labeling Nicki Minaj to be these type of things. I stick with the facts. Okay. Now, do I believe that Safaree is a man that wrote Nicki Minaj records? No. And let me tell you why. If Safaree was the man that wrote the records of Nicki Minaj, clearly when he did his records, it would have sounded so much better than what it sounded like. Let's be crystal clear on that. If he was writing people's songs, particularly Nicki, the style, the beat, the rhythm, I mean, everything would have been better. I want to be crystal clear on that. Everything would have been better if he would have been writing Nicki Minaj songs. So when he would go live, clearly his records would be sounding like, oh, okay, he did really write it because he's a dope rapper. He never made it as a rapper. He never made it as a rapper. So when you seen him Never. Okay. And when I have this conversation with these barbs, a lot of the barbs, I will say, obsessed with Nicki, and they are not critical, and that's fine. You're a fan, and eventually they're going to be fans from new people. It's just going to happen. In about 5, 10, 15 more years, it's going to be new female rappers on the block, and it's gonna be a whole new group of fan base. So they come in the chat anytime Nicki name in the title. They come and defend her. They don't call in. They don't hit the link. Like if we drop the link right now, they don't call in. Only thing they do is chat, chat, chat. Because most of the time, if they were to hit the link, you're gonna hear them sound so young. Okay, they're not gonna call in. All right, they're just not. Okay, that's been the facts on that. Now that was that. Okay. Now I want to also talk about I want to bring up this particular soror, Fly J. I hope I'm saying her Fly J Johnson. I hope I said her name right. Um I hope I said her name right. Let me make sure I said her name right. Did I say it right? I hope I did. Give me a second. I want to make sure I did say it right. Okay, because I want to make sure she come through. Okay. Safaree J. Johnson. Okay, I did get it right. So she's under fire. She's under fire because she released a record that was a reference of the since deleted music video where she makes a 9/11 reference. The LSU women's basketball player Fajik Johnson, who is also a rapper, has faced backlash since referencing the September 2001 attacks in New York in a song. The controversial lyrics. This is the controversial lyrics appear in the music videos released and then deleted this week. LSU has, of course, they released a statement, and then of course she released a statement, and this is what she had to say. Let me see if I can bring up her statement of what she. This is what she had to say. Let's play her statement. In the song that I made, and I just want to come on here and let y'all know by no means would I ever intentionally try to disrespect or offend anyone. My whole goal in music is to push positivity and to spread love. So, in no way, shape, or form would I ever intentionally try to disrespect or offend anyone. I'm definitely gonna learn from this moving forward, and I just thank y'all for y'all continued support. So. Okay. Heard the lyrics in the song that I made. So, she apologizing. And, anytime that you are a black group of people, you're successful, you are winning, you're going to get people to do content about you, right? So you got to make sure you're squeaky clean, because when you're black, to be honest, I don't see anything wrong with the lyric. To be honest, it's an art of expression, and we just in a society they're so fickle. But I understand why she apologized, to protect her ad dollars, to protect her, when she go on the road, and not to be dropped from her college. And she have revenue that's coming in from deals that she have with different companies and brands. So I understand it. But this country is so sensitive. Like, you can't say nothing. You can say hello. Somebody from some organization gonna be like, I did not like the way he said hello. Like, honestly, we're turned into a society where you can't say nothing. Absolutely nothing. You can't even utter a word. You can't criticize people. You can't say what you like anymore, because clearly they're going to be upset about it. I didn't see anything wrong with that bar. It's a freedom of speech. And these people, particularly Republicans, are trying to bash her. But I thought they was a opponent, a defender of freedom of speech. That's a part of our constitutional right, where we can have freedom of speech. And if we go out there policing people's speeches, then it's a lot of things we ain't gonna never be able to say. And I'm just being honest. I'm just being 100% honest. If we go around, oh, you can't say that. Oh, you can't say this. I remember I was watching Steve Harvey. He did an interview on a podcast. Can't think of the guy's name right now. And Steve Harvey was talking about Bernie Mac. He was saying certain jokes, Bernie can't say that. And you can just go down the line. Oh, can't say that. Can't say that. Even thing with Eddie Murphy, the jokes that he said back in the 80s. Oh, you can't say that. Oh, that's controversial. So everything is pretty much controversial that you can't say. Everything. Everything. You can't say this, you can't say that. It's crazy. It doesn't make sense. Why are we policing people's speech? Why can't people just, be honest and say what they want to say? Why is it that we got to police what they say? Why? I don't think that's right. I think that's not cool. I think that we should be able to say what we want to say with our hearts and to be able to say it. Now I understand some things you can't say because of consequence. I get that. But also, I mean, the littlest thing, oh, like the towers, like, come on now. She did not mean any harm by that. She's a young black woman. She made a mistake. So thank God that, the university apologized on her behalf and they weren't satisfied. They wanted her to apologize. They wanted her to apologize. Like, come on, let's get it together. Okay. All right. And I understand people will be like, well, what about the victims? What about I get that. But this is a free country. You should be able to say what you want to say. Half of the people that was a part of that ain't gonna be listening to her music. They ain't gonna be bumping Fly J music. They ain't gonna be bumping her music. Let's be real. They ain't gonna be bumping her music. Let's be crystal clear on that. They ain't gonna be like, okay, let's bump. Oh, I'm offended. I'm offended. Nah, come on, player. No, come on. Get out of here. They ain't gonna be out there bumping their head talking about, oh man, I'm offended. Get up out of here with that. Come on. Give me a second. Get up out of here. Oh, okay. Oh, she did it. I'm so offended. I was listening to her. I'm a family member from September 11th. I mean, okay, shit. Now, come on now. Let's be real. Let's be 100% real. And I'm just being honest. Okay. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments here. Oh my gosh. Y'all are here. This is why we must pay attention to the bigger picture. Our libertarians are being attacked. Somebody say, hey, especially as Pacific corporations. I see another comment say, hey, everyone, hey. She needed something to distract attention from what's her name. I see the comments in here. Thank y'all for the love. And like I said, plenty of the rappers have used that incident in their raps. Oh, she signed to Jay-Z label? What? I didn't know that. Okay, now that's making sense. If she signed to Jay-Z label, that's why they are upset about that. Okay, now that makes sense. I didn't know she was signed to a label. Okay, now that makes a lot of sense. Made a lot of sense. Okay. I didn't talk about I don't believe she's on Jay-Z label. Go on. She play basketball. Stop it. Stop it. I don't believe that at all. Really? Let me Google that. Where's your proof that she's a part of the Jay-Z label? Oh, wait a minute. I need to see some. Hold on. Let me see if she a part of the Jay-Z label. Let me just type it in. No, I don't believe that. I'm Googling it right now because I could tell that's not true. Oh, you right. That it is a deal. I see it right now. I just Googled it. Fly J Johnson, a rapper, a look at her deal with Jay-Z Rock Nation. Fly J Johnson is not your average college freshman. She's a star guard for the LSU Lady Tigers, who are playing their first national title since that way. Okay, here we go. Okay, now we're going to switch gears. We have a special guest that's been on a lot of controversy these past couple of days, under attack by Armand Wiggins and Milagro Grams, and also Nick at Night. The special guest is here. Hi, Cupcakes.
Hi, Wiley.
Midnight Cupcakes. Now, I got to ask you, according to Armand, you a white girl. Clearly, you ain't white to me, but are you white? Are you transracial? Are you white?
I'm very much Black, African
Okay.
American, for sure.
Yes. So, when I first heard your name, I mean, everybody was attacking you, saying that she's a thief, that you did not pay your money. Take us back to what really went on, because I saw your DMs. We want to just walk it through. How did you get to meet Milagro and Armand? Give us a little backstory on the relationship with Armand and Nick. You know, what's her name?
The
I forgot. Milagro. Around
the
Milagro.
gang. Okay. Well, long story short, I met Milagro via Station Head because I did a interview with her because I was one of the assault victims for KR, Kalan Walker. So I did an interview with her, gave her my side of the story. I said I was one of the young ladies that I did not choose to come forward and like do the whole testifying and everything, just because I had already healed from it and it just didn't serve me a purpose. So that's how I met her and initially spoke to her. Met her at the Lane's court case. So I met her physically when she flew down for the trial. Armand came, I think, day 2, but that's when I met them. So I met them together during that time.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So take us back to the first day of the courtroom, because I've been guessing you went through the entire trial for the entire sentencing. Okay. So you met them. How did that go? Y'all hanging out?
Met them hanging out. I hung out more so with Milagro more than Armand. Armand and I became closer well, not even closer, but I don't think we ever hung out one-on-one. We only hung out during trial, during court hearings. So we would text here and there and try and meet up, but it never really happened. I thought the relationship was good. Maybe I was in it on my own, but I was under the impression that we all like kiki together and like had fun and like, go and dip it and do it. But that's not the case. I've been
Wow. So
bamboozled.
y'all go out. Y'all, according to Armand, y'all all plan to go out to a restaurant. And he was saying you were being obnoxious, pretending to be this white girl. Y'all went to one restaurant and it was closed, and you went to another one, they didn't know you. And he said, according to him, that you said, I want a house, I want shots on the house. He said that. Did you say that? Did you want to get free drinks?
No, okay, so let's get into it because I just did my podcast. It should be dropping any minute now, but let's get into it. I'm gonna get Wiley. You are very notorious, so I'm definitely a pleasure to be on here with you, my love.
Yes, yes.
I am definitely Black. I am adopted. My adopted parents are not Caucasian, and I did go to a school in the Valley in Palmdale as well as West Covina. I went to 2 different high schools. I definitely know I'm Black. It's crazy how I don't get along with Black people, but nonetheless, I love my people and want to be accepted, but this is how I speak. So it is what it is. Sorry, my dog. So we went to, after court, they let me pick the scene because earlier that day during the quick recess, Armand chose to go to the Ace Hotel in downtown. The Ace Hotel is not really my vibe. It's very snoozeville, especially during the day. It's very like, it's in the city. It's like, it's not really like fun. So we didn't have enough time. Some young ladies who had joined us, we didn't have enough time because we were going to go back to the court. They weren't able to get in, so they were like, we're just going to stay here. So all we had was water. Armand ordered chips and guac, but that's because he could stay. We didn't have time to order food because we had to leave. So when we went back, finished trial, motion was denied. After court, we all decide, you know, Armand and Millie went to go change. They came to court when it ended. I called the Uber. We went to a restaurant or a sports bar called Third Base. Okay, it's after 5. The basketball game is on. They're charging for tables. They're charging for $50. You know, you have to spend $50 minimum, including food and drinks. They're not playing music. They're literally watching the game. So I'm like, well, why don't we need to stay here? Y'all don't want to spend $50 a head. We can easily rack that up, but this is not our vibe. So if anyone knows Hollywood, you know, Third Base, Tao, Mama's Shelter, it's like a trifecta. It's all walking distance, literally. So we're there. We're still waiting for Nick at night and her guy friend. So we tell them what's up. We're not going to stay here. We're just going to walk over. So they end up joining. We walk over, or I think they were parking or something. So Millie and I walk over, as well as Tia walk over to Mama's Shelter. So Mama's Shelter is a hotel. The top part is the rooftop. That's called Mama's Shelter. Downstairs, I'm not really sure what it's called, but everyone knows you just go upstairs through the elevator. So we go upstairs. Everyone's there, having a good time. I go order myself and Armand shots. And then I take them to the table. I had to pay at the bar. I could not take it and add it to the table because we hadn't even like got a waiter. So I came, myself and Armand are having shots. I tricked Millie and got Millie a shot of water. So it was supposed to be this whole like prank to see if she takes it. She notices. She never notices, but she's like, I don't want to take the shot. And I was like, you have to take the shot. Just try it. And so she takes a little sip and she's like, what is this? I said, drink it. She's like, girl, is this water? And I was like, yeah, it's water. I was trying to play a prank on you, but whatever. Armand never takes a shot. He's complaining about the glasses are dirty, but you know,
because he said in his video, he said, I have some of the notes here, that he said on that particular drink that it had your lipstick, he accused you of drinking out of that cup. He said, quote, it looked like she drank out of the cup and I didn't feel comfortable drinking that drink because it seems that you drank out the cup. Then he said when he proceeded to get up that you got some other type of drinks, and he said he didn't feel comfortable because he left a drink at the table that he purchased, but he said he didn't want to drink that either because he thought you were going to take a sip of the drink because he said, quote, on that cup it was some residue of lipstick.
Well, I don't wear lipstick. I wear lip gloss, but he was already complaining about how dingy the cups were. He loved the venue. I did my big one with picking this spot because it's more his scene, but he never took a shot. I have a video of us getting the shots and pretending to take them. He had his shot. So he never takes
so
a
to
shot.
answer that, you didn't drink. So what I'm saying, you didn't drink his drink.
How when I had my own shot, babe? I didn't even finish mine when they came.
And then he also said that he accuses you of asking the question, do you think I'm white? Do you think I'm white? You kept bringing it up. Did you kept asking him that question, quote, do you think I'm white?
I have a question for everybody who has any type of common sense. Why would I need to ask Armand Wiggins if he thinks that I think that I'm white? This is not our first time hanging out, babe. For anyone in the chat listening, this is not our first time hanging out. I don't have an identity crisis. This is for him. I watched bits and pieces. I haven't even really watched his live in full because I can't stand it. Can't stand him because all of this is coming out now. How much he never liked me, his discernment, why didn't you listen to it? Does anyone want to clear up why someone was giving me multiple chances to hang out, FaceTime, and be sending voice notes back and forth? How many chances was he going to give me? Because this is the first incident that I've ever known to then have all this spew of hate coming out. So let's get back to the shots. So He never takes the shots. I didn't even take mine. Millie's the only one who took anything from the cup. It's again, this cup of water, whatever. Now food's coming out, drinks coming out. I told the table I have friends coming, newly engaged couple. They're gonna join. No one said anything that it was a problem. They joined. My girlfriend had just got off a flight. She was tired. She wanted tea. So I said, well, let's get you some tea. The rooftop is only a bar. It does not have tea. Tea is downstairs at the restaurant part.
Right,
So
because
I'm
he
like,
said you
okay.
brought guests. He said they didn't know them. He felt uncomfortable that you're bringing strangers where they don't even hardly know you, and you're bringing new people. He accused you of bringing strangers to something that that y'all don't even really know each other like that, but yet you're bringing your friends. But he said he didn't feel comfortable around them either.
How does he not know me well enough for me to bring guests? But he said that I leaned over and said that he was signed to Kanye or had been signed to Kanye. So I'm, number one, filling you in on the people that I'm bringing. So I'm giving you kind of a backstory to make sure you know that it's okay. When you gave Tia that same smoke in the car, like, I don't really know you, I'm not really comfortable, she still got to come. And if he doesn't know me that well, why is he getting in cars that I'm calling? Why are we going to lunch prior? The whole trial we're hanging out. We're doing business lunches and I'm getting all the tea that he needs to invoice me on. It's not making sense. Wiley, does that make sense to you?
Well, he was saying in the live, he said that you were going and asking him questions about your podcast. He accuses you of asking him so many questions, and that Armand just looked at Milagro and said, "I'm done answering questions because she's trying to pick my brain." He also said he's not going to answer the question or say that you are a white girl. He's going to say, "Oh no, you're not white, you're black." So he was accusing you of all those things. So were you trying to use Milagro Graham and Armand Wiggins to start your podcast, to do this, to get promotion for your podcast?
No, and it's so unfortunate that they think that I would ever want to be a part of their cult or have their cult following to come to my beautiful, positive platform, which I've yet to start. No one even knows me, which is why this is, again, so disheartening. It's sad because for them to take this to social media without allowing me a private conversation, that business meeting happened in April. It's May. Why is that just not coming up? Why are you just not exposing every single thing that you felt uncomfortable with? I've never known someone to sit on this much content and wait for something to blow up to be like, oh, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, like run down the whole list. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's the fakest thing I've ever witnessed on my time on earth. It wasn't a business meeting. We had lunch, which they were already at the rooftop, a different rooftop. And I came because I went to go change into a dress where I can take pictures in because I just bought it. When I came in this beautiful gown, elaborate, he was like, okay, you did your big one. So I'm getting praised for looking cute like a little Barbie. And then I
But
tell
he
them,
also
hey, I'm working on.
criticized you about your looks. He said that you were looking like a nightgown, like it's like you're going to some type of ball, type of party. He was pretty much accusing you that you were overdressed, and that y'all are just hanging out. It's not like a big old red carpet type of event or this big
It's
type of
LA.
dance event. What he said.
It's LA. I'm gonna overdress. Why is that such an? I never knew he had an issue with how I dressed. Again, I need everyone to ask themselves, why is this grown Black man worried about Cupcake, self-proclaimed princess, Hollywood it girl? I'm gonna have on the outfit I want to wear, and I'm getting the content. And they were still in court outfits, so they were dressed pretty nice. I wanted to get out of my slacks and get into a dress that he took a picture of me in.
And you did post some videos on your IG of y'all taking pictures. It's a couple of things in my phone here that you posted in your story concerning you and Armand. And I want to make sure I get the narrative right of what you posted, because this is, to me, judging by these photos, I'm shocked to see you and him, going back and forth the way that y'all are going back and forth in the media. Y'all took pictures and y'all were, taking pictures lovey-dovey, and like you was sitting beside him and everything was good. Um, It was just great. I'm hearing back in, I'm saying Christmas. This is going all the way back in Christmas. Happy Merry Christmas. Love you. You said love you. You was like, hey, babe, Happy New Year. Cheers to everyone you accomplished and everything that has your name on it. And a pleasure to have met an amazing soul. Cheers to 2023. He responded, Happy New Year, boo. And that day you said, Armand, babes, where you at tonight? And he also gave a message. So I'm not understanding where's all this energy coming from. It seemed to me that y'all were cordial, judging by these receipts that I'm seeing here.
Right. You gotta fill me in, babe, because I thought that same thing. I'm under the impression that this guy likes me, fucks with me in any way, shape, or form, to where we're texting like we're friends. I met him in December. It's now May, and there's an issue that has arisen that he has not given me the grace to talk about privately. And so we know how social media works. I don't do social media. This is not my league. This is not how I wanted to be introduced to the world. This is not how I want my platform to start. I'm doing quote unquote interviews about some drama. I'm a trained dancer. I work in finance. I have a degree. I'm an athlete. I do big things, and I have celebrity friends along the way. And so for this to be happening, it's disgusting. Because now it's like leaked phone numbers. It's like, I'm suicidal. It's all these different things and Millie doesn't even live here. She doesn't live in the state.
And I want to ask you this about the money. Y'all go to the restaurant, y'all order food. Take us back to that moment, to the viewers that are listening. Y'all are at the restaurant. I'm assuming, according to Armand Wiggins, it was about 7 people there. Including you, with 7. So y'all at the restaurant, y'all order. Take us back to that day that went on in the beginning stages.
Yeah. So, again, after leaving third base, walking over to Mama's shelter, the rooftop, we're all sit down. So again, the shots were never taken. I never took my shot. He never took his shot. And, the third one was a cup of water. Food starts coming. Millie takes her food to go, or she boxes it because she said she needed to smoke to even have an appetite before she can eat. So her food never was plated. It was in a box. And then I think she paid prior to. So when my friends come, my girlfriend, she just got off a flight from Ohio. She's, exhausted. She wants tea. They don't have tea upstairs. They have tea downstairs. They're not able to go downstairs and bring it up because it's 2 different, technically 2 different restaurants. So I tell her, take a shot. She's like, I don't want to take a shot. That's not going to wake me up. That's not going to do anything for me. I said, well, just take a shot. So I said, here, I'll take one. So I took my original shot. Before that even happened, Armand asked for a fresh cup. He asked for a fresh shot. So now it's my shot that I'm about to take, the dirty shot that supposedly had the lipstick, and then a fresh shot. So now there's 3 official shots. So before my friends came, I did give a shot away to an older woman who was there. She didn't take it, so it's still sitting there. So I take my shot, and I tell my friend to take that particular shot that I had given away that still wasn't touched, but that was the dirty lipstick shot. She takes a sip, doesn't want it. I tell her fiance, take half of it, and then I'll take the rest. So there's still a full shot sitting over here from a fresh, brand new cup that Armand asked for. That wasn't touched, that he didn't pay for. So they're like, you know what? We want some tea. We're going to go downstairs. No matter what, we're going downstairs to get the tea. I say, well, wait, I can walk you down there. So I'm like, well, are you guys done? We're kind of wrapping up. Let's get the check so that we can all just make the move downstairs. I ask the check. The check comes. It's looking like an area code. It's $374 and some odd change. So I laugh and I'm like, okay, let's just throw the check up and see where it lands. So, whoever pays for it. And it's supposed to be a joke. He got a little laugh out of it. So the waitress comes back and she brings Armand a frosé. And I'm like, we're leaving. How do you have a brand new drink? He's like, well, I really wanted to have this drink. It's already done. Like, let's just pay and get out of here. But I'm like, we can't leave with you having a brand new, fresh frosé in a martini glass. Like, they're not gonna let you take that downstairs. We're not gonna wait and walk around up here and it's cold while you finish that drink. So he's like, well, do you want to try some? And I was like, I actually do want to try some. So he grabs his fork, whether that was clean or dirty, who knows? He grabs his fork, he scoops some of the frosé out and feeds it to me. I taste it. I'm like, okay, it is good, but we still got to go. So the waitress, like, I can't split the check 7 different ways. The young lady already paid her tab. So you guys need to figure it out. So as they're trying to figure it out and Armand's slowly sipping on this frosé, I'm like, you guys, I'm going to go walk my friends downstairs to get the tea. I'll be right back. They don't say anything. They don't acknowledge that I said something. So I go downstairs. And of course, I'm taking my purse. Why would I leave my purse around people I don't know? They don't know me that well, right? Why would I leave my purse in my sweater? I put my sweater on. It's cold. I'm anemic. I grab my purse. We go take the elevator down. I go downstairs. We get the tea. As we get the tea, they don't have agave. They have honey. They have to go with the honey from the kitchen. It's a whole thing. So I'm sitting down there for at least, I want to say 7 minutes. We were chopping it up for a while. They're like, you know what? We don't really vibe with your friends. We're not going back upstairs. Can you walk us to the car? Now, I have said I've officially left. I've told this around my platform that I did admit to leaving. I'm wrong for leaving the premises. If that's what you guys are wanting to say, you left technically. I did leave. I walked my friends to the car. Now, the first sports bar we went to here, Tao right here, the rooftop here, it's all walking distance. Mm-hmm. They parked in the middle on the street. As we're walking to the car, the manager is opening up Tao and sees me. And he also sees the gentleman I'm with, who's a rapper. He's like, Cupcake, wait, what? Like, you got to come in and bless. Like, let me just give a shot on the house. Like, this is one of my favorite rappers. I listen to his music. I know you. Come take a shot. We go inside. And that's when the fucking bullshit unfolds of me leaving the premises to where they're now texting me, asking me where I am.
Mm-hmm. And so they text you in another part of the place, not in the restaurant. You're in another place, in another restaurant. So take us back. Who come to confront you about the money? They sending you texts, and did you call them back? Like, what was that conversation like?
So Milagro called me. Her phone lives on Do Not Disturb, but she called me and I did not answer because I then realized, like, this is the type of girl I am. I bop around. And it's such a large party that I was like, are they not having fun? Did he finish his drink? Whatever. They'll figure it out. They'll call me. They'll text me. So that didn't register till later. So again, I can apologize and be a grown ass woman. So anyway, she calls me. I don't answer because I'm like, that's going to look a certain way with hearing the music of Tao. So I text her, hey, on my way back, or I'm downstairs. So she knows. But again, her phone's on Do Not Disturb. Mm-hmm. So then Armand texts me. He says, where you at? Or I said, I texted him as well. I'm downstairs. And he says, well, come back up, pay your part of the bill. And I said, well, I think it's $10. And in a way, I'm kind of insinuating, like, it's $10. Like, can you just get it? Like, I'm already somewhere, like, planted. But he's like, come up here and pay your bill. And I said, okay, here I come. It's $10 French fries. And I think 5 minutes goes by. I want to say 5 minutes goes by. Armand comes storming into Tao. And I want to say something key right here is because the manager, I told him that I had a large party coming because where we sat to take those shots is like a small little booth. And I was like, I have a large party coming. I need a table. He's like, okay, let me go look at the front desk and see how many tables we have for the party of 9. Because it was 7, but my 2 friends 9. So he's at the front. Armand comes storming in. Do you know Cupcake? Is Cupcake here? Manager knows me. So he points them right to me. I can't see them coming. They just got to hit the corner. Armand comes storming in. Finger, I'm sitting down. He's standing up. F you, you B, don't ever talk to me again. You're da-da-da-da. And I'm like, you guys found me, like Blue's Clues. You guys found me, like cool. Now we can sit down and have like a good time. I'm like, what? So I'm like, the manager comes because he already saw what type of time. So he kind of followed behind when he saw Armand had this energy. Because Cupcake just told him that I have a party coming. So this is the party. But he didn't know they were on that type of time. So the manager comes and standing between us. I'm sitting down, he's standing up. He said, we're not doing that in here. You're definitely not talking to her like that. So you can go outside with that type of energy. So he already stormed out. Then Nick's friend comes. Nick at Night's friend, the guy comes and he's like about to say something. I said, no. You definitely can't talk to me. I don't know you. We don't have a conversation. I've never met you. This grown-ass man just did this. You're not going to talk to me with this. So the manager then says, when I said nobody's going to talk to her like this or talk to her in this space with that type of tone, I meant nobody. So he's like, all right. And he just leaves. And then Auntie, everyone left after Nick's friend or Armand stormed out. So it's just now the old lady standing there, the auntie. She's like, Cupcake, that's wrong, Cupcake. And I said, what are you talking about? How much was the bill? She said, I don't know, but you should have never left us. I said, I'm downstairs. I'm not in a different city. I'm downstairs.
Because
she's like,
Armand, he was saying that, the bill, your share was $40. And you're saying that it was not $40.
I'm saying I ordered $10 French fries. They're saying regarding tax, gratuity, and a health COVID code of some other 10 odd percent that it jumped up to $40, $43 and some change. Now, my math may be off, but taxes with a $10, maybe 15, 16, whatever health code, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, $43. I know I live in expensive ass LA, but how did it jump up $30? We can Google the Mama Shelter, the menu. I had $10 French fries. But what they're not saying is how I paid the bill. How I gave Milagro cash.
Yes, they did. You gave it at the courthouse, I'm assuming, when you saw her the next day. Did you give the money? Then it went from that to you accusing Milagro Graham being pretty much a cheater, flirting with Tory Lane's brother. That you had a serious allegation that she was flirting with brother. Is that true? And I don't know if she's married. I'm assuming my producer is telling me that she is married, that she was flirting.
I didn't know how serious the marriage was because I don't see her wearing a wedding ring.
Oh, she don't wear a wedding ring. Wow, that's news to me.
I've never seen her have a wedding ring on. So I didn't know if that was like a real thing, or like some people are like, oh, I'm married, common law type of thing. So
yeah, common law, yeah.
So that's totally her business. But she posted in her Discord yesterday or the day when it was happening, the inappropriate photo that she took with Tory Lanez's brother with her leg across his when they were standing up taking a photo and her leg was up. And she also told me how she told me how he gave her this intensive stare. And like, I said, girl, he love bombed you. It's not like it's all smoke and mirrors. Like, she's like, well, he just gave me this intensive stare. Then he texted her at the lunch and he even called her while we were having the rooftop. Yeah, she showed the text message. It was a Canadian number. She showed the text message to Armand and I saw the text via his sunglasses. I hate to do this. Wow. This is wild.
Oh, wow. That is something there. Wow, that's just breaking news. And then you went from that, honey, like you were just spilling tea. It went from the $40 to you exposing that Armand Wiggins is working with College Hill, Tiffany Pollard. You actually tagged Tiffany Pollard saying it's not right to leak things about production without, before it come out. Well, how did you know about that tea that he's doing that show?
You know what? I want people to know something before I answer that, Wiley. I am such a great ball of energy. I'm loving. I'm fun. I've learned a lot through this Hollywood lifestyle, and I've had my fair share of girls leaving me outside the club where I couldn't get in, or I wasn't dressed appropriate, or I didn't have the it girl look. I wasn't giving. And now that I'm in these spaces, I want to be so smart and safe and strategic with my platform that I am a pleasure to be around. Hence why I've gotten this information. People speak freely around me. I share secrets. I know things. You know things. Cool. I have a lot to lose. You have a lot to lose. I'm never doing this out of ill intent, maliciousness, or anything. So I have friends that are friends with Tiffany, who have a podcast, who I have a personal relationship with. I have friends who know Armand that discuss different things. I never told Armand that because that's messy. Armand exposed himself at the table talking about there's some news regarding College Hill. He wanted everyone to know. I can't say much, but just know College Hill and let you know Armand's the one who said it first. Tiffany is going to eat this season, and let's just say you will soon find out. Sorry about that. Wow. So I put two and two together, and I'm like, his ass is either going to be on the show, or Tiffany's about to drop a bomb regarding my mind just went anywhere, baby, husband, whatever. But I'm just like, Armand's too excited. It's him. He's going to be on the show. He can't wait to make his TV debut.
Okay. Well, we reached out to BET. We will wait for a response on that because, just to see. But I feel as though for me, let's just say you owe the $40. This is a women's issue, right? Because I'm hearing from Armand, Milagro paid for it. I felt as though that Armand Wiggins was out of order to address you because he didn't pay for the $40. Milagro paid for it. It's in his own words. For him to call you a B, for him to come at you like that was uncalled for. Because this is not $40 million. This is $40. This is not the end of the world. And it was already paid for. And then you paid the money back. But do you feel like Armand Wiggins owed you an apology?
Absolutely. Do I want it? No. I totally agree with you, Wiley. Milagro didn't have that energy. She said she had just had a death in the family, and that if that death hadn't happened, she would have gave me all the smoke. She does not feel that Armand was out of line because she said it's fair game. And I said, how is it fair game? He's still a man at the end of the day. I'm a young lady, and I'm actually the most disrespected by men. And it's actually, she knows that. She knows my story. So for her standing there while this man talked to me, then the next day I'm giving her the money in her hand, looking her dead in her face, still no energy. So I'm confused how now that you're back home in your city, you go on your station head and you have all this stuff to say, and then you want to talk about exposing certain audio, but you didn't have that energy then and there. Well, she knew Armand was going to do a story time.
Right, I understand that, but what is this audio they're talking about? What is this audio? Because even Armand was always, oh, don't drop it yet. Is this what is it? What audio is she talking about? What is she alluding to, do you think?
So if she drops it, I will have, and that person on the audio will have our attorneys get into some things. The audio is an update on someone's health. And I shared that with her, which I shouldn't have, but in the text I posted on my Instagram story, I said, I'm going to share this with you. Please do not share it. She said, I would never. I even have her audio saying, like, dude, this is legendary. I would never share this, but like, this is
Jamie
wild.
Foxx? Is it celebrities' health? Jamie Foxx health? Like, who health? Is it somebody famous?
It's someone famous. I'm not going to say the name, but if they drop it, then we'll obviously know. But I just think, again, someone gave me their word they were never going to share something. She gave it to him to use as ammo when her and I should have the issue, which we shouldn't have an issue because I paid her. So now what are we talking about?
So they're telling you that they're going to drop. They say Eric Bishop, aka Jamie Foxx. Many people are saying that is Jamie Foxx. Wow. So you were privy to some private information that, of course, that would leak to Milagro, and she's going to drop it. And then Armand, do you think Armand Wiggins that Milagro is being used by Armand Wiggins, or Armand Wiggins, is using her clout to build himself up?
I don't think either of them had clout. I didn't even know who they were prior to the Tory Lanez case. I didn't. I promise there's no shade. There's no blood clot tea. You understand? Like I didn't know who they were. I met Millie from like I think first of all these TVs and phones be listening, but she kept popping up. Mob Radio kept popping up, and first I was like, okay, she's gutter. She's from the South. I'm from the South. Okay, Texas all day, and I was like, okay, she's kind of funny. Like she has that little banter, and then she started getting to serious topics, and when she mentioned the whole thing, I was like, damn, I actually could speak on this. Worst idea in my life. Armand, never knew him, never met him, never even saw him around LA or Hollywood. He doesn't even go to Hollywood. It's no way he should have never been to that rooftop. That should not have been his first experience with me. Because I go there to pregame. That's not where I end the night. Armand doesn't go to the places I go to. He doesn't probably get invited to places I go to. I don't think he's ever been to Delilah's, Barry's, like the Thompson Hotel. I don't think he's been to either of those places. He goes to day parties in the ghetto. Like he goes to, what is it? I don't even know what it's called. I can't even think of it, but he goes to day parties and calls it a night at like 9 o'clock. I don't start getting ready until 9 o'clock. So I didn't know who they were. Wow. I don't know whose tail they're chasing.
And well, a lot of people keep saying Jamie Foxx. They're just all in my DM saying Jamie Foxx, Jamie Foxx, Jamie Foxx, Jamie Foxx. Let's just say, point of argument, if it is Jamie or someone this caliber, why would you send that to Milagro? I just want to quote, Milagro is the type of women that have defended and said that Kaylan Walker was innocent, which he was convicted of the R word. She also defended Tory Lanez, which Tory Lanez was convicted for what he did to Megan Thee Stallion. So why would you send it to a woman that is not trustworthy, always about problematic black men? I'm not shocked that she took a problematic black man like Armand and cussing you out, because she have a history of defending problematic black men. This is in her history. I mean, if you're problematic, she would defend you. So why would you send a recording of, let's just say, Jamie Foxx or whomever to a blogger?
You know what's crazy? I asked myself that all day today, because I was like, that's one of the biggest mistakes and biggest regrets. The reason or my motivation for sending it in the first place, because I really, really, really considered her a friend. And we have had private conversations. I know a lot of private things about her that I would not repeat. And she gave me her word, and I've given her my word. My word actually means something. And I don't have a platform as big as she does. On top of that, the things that I have shared that she hasn't said so far, I'm like, okay, not up until this point, but like I've dated a few celebrities and I've shared private things with her, and she's never shared those things. So I'm like, okay, I sent this back like a month ago. So that was just a quick update I had received when she asked me, oh, how is so-and-so doing? I was like, oh my God, so good. I just actually got a voicemail, crazy thing. I was like, I sent it to not only show proof and verify because of all the stuff that was going on, but I thought I could trust her. That was my girlfriend, I thought. I bought her shoes. She left her bag at my place. We were like, actually, I'm her friend. I thought I was her friend. Biggest mistake.
Wow. So you thought y'all were friends. The friendship is pretty much over. She done so many lives about you on Station Head.
I don't know why.
Okay.
Wiley, can you literally tell me why all of a sudden Cupcake is making this much noise?
I think it's simple. Milagro and Armand were both embarrassed. They were kicked out of the courtroom. Milagro was embarrassed. Tory Lanez lost the case. He did not get a retrial. So she's trying to change the narrative by just getting you together, right? Because she don't have this celebration that she thought she was going to have by defending Tory Lanez. That is just out of the window. He's going to prison, in June. And Armand was embarrassed because though he was dressed like he was in Fashion Nova gear, they kicked him out with those Gucci shoes on. So they're trying to change the narrative by coming after you and blowing out this $40 situation and making it a big storyline because both of them was clearly embarrassed. Now, also, you know, Nicki at Night, she jumped into the party and posted about the situation on her live, but she have since took it down. Did you reach out to her and tell her to take it down? Because she talked about the $40 situation. She had her removed it, didn't really get any views, low views. Nobody really watched it. And then she removed it. A lot of people are saying to me, my producer, are saying that the rumors word on the street that you did all this for clout. You did all this to grow your podcast. You did all this. You got into the beef with them just to grow your show. Is that the truth?
No. I would never want my introduction to be this $40 French fry gate. Honestly, like
I
that's
never heard of French fries costing $40. Honestly, I've never. There must have been some good fries.
I promise you, the big heavy hitters I've been around with, I definitely know how to have a rollout for a show. I definitely know how to have a casting call. I definitely know how to do, like, my whole brand is cutesy cupcake frosting, confetti, sparkle, like energy vibes. This is disgusting. The two people that I'm involved with do celebrity commentary and gossip, and that's fine. That's not what I'm going to ever discuss on my podcast. I'm going to discuss how you can literally have fun and not be a city girl. You can be a good girl. Like I would talk about so many other things that I would have a way better rollout, and I don't need to even ever have beef with them. Regarding the Nick at Night situation, I've never talked to her a day in my life. Even at the table, she asked me a question about a gentleman at the courthouse that I have fun banter with, who gets me a hot chocolate ever so often. She asked me a question about him. That was the only time we spoke. She doesn't really have any dog in the fight because I didn't do her wrong. I didn't pay her tab. She don't feel like I left her. So I don't think she really even cared. And all love to her. I don't know her. So I didn't ask her I didn't see her video. I don't even know her channel name. I don't know.
Wow. Okay. A lot of people are saying that they want to cuss you out and that you is nothing but a person that want to grow. But I'm assuming that you say you on her Discord. I don't know if you subscribe, but you get the information.
I get information from people in my Instagram now, either wanting to confirm because I have actually met her and hung out with her in person. So they'll send me things like, does she talk about Nicki? Does she do this? Does she do that? And so I'll either answer if I'm bored, but I don't really like pay attention to what's over there. I have 1 million views on YouTube. I had them since 2018, 2017, between 2 dance videos. If I wanted a viral moment, I'd go and make a video again. Like I know how to do this. Hence why I then want to move into a podcast realm and see if I can master that. I don't have a Twitter. I don't tweet. YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. I have 130,000 views on TikTok. I know how to do this. And this is before y'all even knew me. I dance. All my videos that are consisting of that views are dancing. I tried the vlogging and day by day, but I was like, that's not really for me. I'm really like private when it comes to like that. But like, I have some shit to say now, but now y'all done woke me up. And I hate having to turn up. But when I turn up, I don't stop. But that's not my brand. But they want it to be me so bad. But I'm not going to lay down and be spoken about and death threats over $40 French fries.
A lot of people were saying that you were being accused, that Ron was saying that you doxed him, that you post his address, you post his number. And he also said, quote, "I'm so glad I did not allow that bee in my home."
I'm all types of bees, but he gave us a whole tour. That's what I'm saying. When him and Milagro had the conversation, the little sit down when she had the sunglasses on, and he was when they had that conversation, I was there. I brought a bottle of liquor. Then no one saying anything about how I came with gifts. There was also another young lady there from the courthouse that was there. She got invited to come and be like doing the behind the scenes. I have footage of that too. After that, We all decided to go to his place. I brought everybody Jack in the Box. Nobody paid me back. They were sure eating me over his fireplace. We went to his rooftop. We went to go look at the pool, and he showed us his coming up story of how the place he's in a high rise now, and how he looks down to where he used to live and how far he's come. He damn near cried. We've had these personal moments. There's no way I'm clout chasing. Y'all didn't know about any of that until now. Please stop playing with me.
So
And I
he was
used to be
crying
a
on the
leasing agent, so I definitely know where he lives. But I would never play with someone's address like that. I don't play with people's safety.
So he was crying on the rooftops of where far he came. But as you're breaking news here, I didn't know that you were there at that particular place when he was interviewing Milagro, that you were there. While he made it seem like you don't know nothing about his place, you wasn't invited, you wasn't there. He was saying, all type of things. Wow.
Cannot. That's what I'm saying. And I've been this quiet because this is not my brand. This is not who I am. They've dragged me outside. They keep calling me outside. So now I'm outside. I'm on the sidewalk, but if I step in that street.
Oh my gosh. So is you ever going to have a conversation with him? Because personally, we would have not known this story if our mom would have just kept quiet. Because Milagro didn't say anything. Well, I think she said, but I'm talking about the YouTube community wouldn't have cared because it would have just been on station yet. I felt as though that he used you for clout. I think he used you to build his platform for clicks and views.
And who am
And
I?
yeah, but he didn't have the courtesy of to even put respect in your name. He just dragged you, talked about how you talked about that you wanted to be white, all of those type of things. And clearly you are a proud Black woman, and he still didn't apologize for his wicked behavior, acting out of turn, because despite how much he takes up his backside, despite how much he lick and lap, he's still a man. At the end of the day, he's still a man. And I think a lot of people in the community get it twisted just because they're feminine, just because they got a man that they don't have a social media and they control them and tell them to buy stuff and clean up the house and all of that and hit them in dark rooms. You're still considered a man, that you don't go at a woman when you didn't even pay the $40, to be honest. And then he's acting ignorant in public. That doesn't make any sense. One of the things they kept saying that you are a trans woman, and then he was calling you a trans, saying that you are a man. Are you a trans woman?
I'm not.
And he was saying I'm like, why is he saying all these things and
Because
being
he's hitting below the belt.
Mm.
It's so nasty. It's so dirty. And that's what I'm saying. This never would have happened and come to light. And I want to say something. They said that I started it by posting something about being attacked by a gay Black man. Whatever I posted in the tiniest font somehow got to him and made him upset. Somehow he then was like, oh, we went to lunch with some people and somebody skipped out on the tab. And so Millie then says, oh, well, the photo that he took, it's me, Nick, Armand, and some other lady. So they're going to do process of elimination. And I don't want them thinking it's me. So I'm going to clear my name. Everyone knows I was at that lunch. They know we hang out together when you're in LA. So you guys weren't doing process of elimination. You guys wanted some story time. You wanted something. And on top of that, you picked a little old nobody like me. But now I'm here. And timing is everything. If God is pushing me to the light to stop these bullies, then I will. But how it got this messy, he's not going to apologize. I don't want an apology from him. He's going to keep going. He's going to keep going until it gets messy. And then he's going to then go to court, which he's not allowed in courtrooms these days. So I don't know how we're going to fight that. But it's going to get messy.
Yes. Oh, wow. It's just really a lot, because when I had this conversation with you, I wasn't planning on it, because I heard about your story, and I mean, I thought it was like $4 million or $400. It was just $40. What do you want people to learn from this, to learn about you? Like, is anything that you want to announce? I know you say you have your podcast. So what's the name of the podcast and when we should get episode of your podcast?
I hate a shameless plug, but here I go.
Go ahead.
The name So everyone does know me by Cupcakes. My Instagram is Midnight Cupcakes, but my name is Samantha. My podcast name is Sam Said So. I will be definitely addressing the situation. I'm hoping to get the footage. I filmed before we spoke. I filmed about an hour ago. I hope to get the footage in the next 30 minutes or so. They're going to color correct and get me right. I do have my thumbnail I'm going to post later. Sam Said So. That's the first episode. it's not really me addressing this. I did the reply video today. But my first episode, I will have a special guest on there. I hope to film that top of June. My birthday's in July, so I'm definitely gonna have a launch party. You're definitely more than welcome to come. I hope I can fly you out to LA. But I want people to learn from this that Armand's a human.
Yes.
Milagros a human. They're having a moment with me right now. I don't need anyone caping or going to bat with them to try and play with me if they see me on these Hollywood streets.
Absolutely.
Not only am I'm a human, I'm a young lady. I don't want to walk around security. I like being able to move around the cabin freely. But I want everyone to know that this is internet. This is not real life. Mm-hmm. Don't get yourself in trouble. Don't have me spend money on attorney fees and legal paperwork and all that. It's so boring. It's so annoying. We have bigger fish to fry. We have so many more things to go about. And I gotta give them to them because their fan base is cuckoo for Cocoa Pebbles, okay? And they're in my DMs now talking about go do this, go do that to yourself. And I'm just so confused.
Because right now I just received a random text and it said, quote, "This B word, she's full of ish." And I said 2 question marks. The girl is talking. Who is this? Like, what in the world's going on? A random number is just cussing you out. How much hate mail have you received since this?
Oh my goodness!
Happened? Because I just received a random number. Wow.
When I tell you my skin is getting thicker by the moment, because prior to my YouTube days when I was getting hate comments, it was just strictly about my dance. It's like, oh, she's ugly, she can't dance, whatever. That's fine. I'm not talking. But now this is a whole different can of worms. I'm getting so much hate mail, and they better be happy that I got the man upstairs by my side, you understand? So I'm getting hate mail, but it's not bothering me. I have a great support system.
Because a lot of people is this particular person, they're saying they are connected to Armand, and it's really a lot, you know. We personally invited him on the show as well, but he have me blocked. But he's watching.
Yeah, they don't like you for some reason.
But I'm nice. I don't. But to me,
I don't see what the fuss is about.
I don't see what the fuss about because the way they dog teamed up. Come on, bro. If it was me in those shoes, I would have just charged it again and moved on. I would have not made a big about, and especially not confront you in that restaurant. I'm a 6'2" man, almost 300 pounds. I'm coming. You ain't paying your $40, like, and get up in your face like that. He's already drunk, probably high. You know what I'm saying? The aggressive, like, come on. And they don't like me, but look how they teamed up. And how much do you weigh? You're small. Look like you're a small woman.
I am 5'3" and 130 pounds.
Yeah, you see this big, black, aggressive dude that's took many shots and no telling how much he snorted. I don't know if he snorted, but he was aggressive is what I'm saying. And we have to stop letting men come and address women. That have to stop. That is wrong. And then when I came on the show with Nick, he ran like a coward. I don't understand that. He ran when I came on there, but then he want to rush you for $40. Come on.
I've never understood. You know what? Just to end it here, my whole thing is I felt a type of way as they felt a type of way. Me leaving and dismissing myself and going however long. I'm appreciative that homegirl had my back for the $40. She knew I was good for it. She knew she was going to get it back. I think that's why she was able to do it or wanted to do it or was the one who volunteered to do it. Either way, cool. I'm entitled to my feelings as well because I didn't get anybody's face. I'm not the same gender as him. It's now gotten out of proportion. He's not going to apologize. But when I tell you karma and my God don't play about me in any way, shape, or form, he's going to get whatever happens, whether him, his offspring, whatever, relationship, whatever. It comes in many different forms. That's not okay. And I want everyone to know that that's okay. Please don't ride for this man who didn't pay my bill that got paid for. Please don't do that. That has nothing to do with y'all. That's internet business. For them texting you like, oh, she's full of, she should have just paid it. Why are y'all so concerned? Why is he just now saying something? But we've been hanging out since December. We are now 6 months, 5 months into the new year. And now all of a sudden he decided he doesn't like me.
I look at that. I said, come on now.
I appreciate the platform. I appreciate you giving me a place to speak.
I appreciate it too that you came on, because I was like, I know you was having a lot of just bashing, and you was just by yourself. You were like tag team and triple team, and not even count of the fans from both people.
Yeah, it was a lot. I just never thought in a million years they would do me like that, especially with everything that he's gone through on his own and that she's gone through on her own. And just they have big platforms, so I can imagine the hate that they get every day talking about certain celebrities. I can totally fathom with that. But just know that someone like me doesn't do this internet shit, and so they know that what their fans are capable of, but they still unleash these hounds on me. It's crazy. That means they never care. They know. You have to be careful with your platform. They know.
It is very crazy, you know. I just feel like Armand started this, and they accept you to be quiet. Like, you have a right to defend yourself, and you should. You know what I'm saying? You have a right to come out and say what you have to say.
Yeah, I was never gonna be quiet. I thought about not saying anything, but I was like, no, it's a lot of traction coming to my account. I would be stupid to let this, number one, fly, but number two, I would be stupid to not speak and defend myself, because they weren't. They were fine. That, like, someone, Kino said, you know, you never paid it. I said, I did pay it. I saw them the next day at the courtroom. They didn't have that energy, and I paid it in someone's hands. So they're not telling the full story, but again, it's clickbait. I understand this internet shit. Thank God I
and people keep saying, ask questions you paid. You did pay the food. She went to the courthouse and she paid Milagro. She paid for the food. Right? And people say, well, this is why you don't have friends in the industry. Those what you call friends? I don't need those type of friends. I don't need those type of friends, to be honest. Like, those are not really friends. They are associate at best, but they're not friends, because that's too much. That's what you call friends. I don't want it
at all. I'm so upset I had my blinders on, because all we did was laugh with each other. So it never was really that heavy. So I didn't think that the mannerisms that I did bothered him. Like, I didn't know that. I offered to pay him for his services for giving me business advice. I told them over and over and over, I respect you guys in the game for having the platform and dealing with what you guys deal for, and then dealing with and being African American. That's even a double whammy. Like, and I was like, well, send me an invoice. You know, I got it. Like, what are we talking about? So this whole, she was leeching, and I realized what this girl was doing. Babe, I have business partners in the game. I know, like, he can't get past a certain amount of lives in his, never mind.
It's just something. I hope, and my prayer is that your podcast be successful, and it will be successful if you just continue to be consistent and do what you can do. You know, I just thank you for having the time out of your busy schedule, because you were taping your podcast and you was like, you know, you hit me up and you was like, I'm gonna come on the show, and I was like, oh, she came on. So thank you for, you know, believing in my platform to get your story out.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you for providing us space. Thank you.
Thank you for
being, yeah. Thank you for being patient. No, thank you for being patient. I appreciate it.
Yes.
I literally was like, I don't know how long people are going to care about this. I wanted to die down, but I'm like, if you guys really care to hear me speak, I'll speak. But, and I definitely have to come and bless the Wiley Show. I love you so much.
It was a lot of stuff. Oh, wow. Thank you so very much. I can't wait to see you. I will be in Vegas in October for our second annual meet and greet. Definitely come on. We could definitely take shots.
We can take shots, and we can order $40 French fries.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Wiley. Have a great night.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Oh man, that was wonderful. That was wonderful. That was wonderful. Oh man. Okay. Well. Well. Let's get into Jaguar Wright. We contacted Jaguar Wright, the bail's bondsman, because someone wanted to bail her out, and this is the response. We have some very bad news about Jaguar Wright, and let's place this video right now. She is in the jailhouse right now, and this is what we found out about the update on Jaguar Wright. Press play. At 3:42 p.m., according to the website.
Okay, so here, and you'll see like a lot of places, a lot of bond places will not bond her out if she has a current insufficient bond.
Really? So what does that mean? So she would have to stay? What? Can you break that down for me? Because I'm not understanding.
So I mean, there are some bondsmen that will work with that, and they'll be like, okay, cool, like, and they'll charge you an extra fee. It's not going to be cheap to get her out.
Really? So it's okay. So the $2,500, that's not really $2,500 or on your system?
Okay, so if her bond is if her full bond is $2,500.
Yeah, because I'm looking. Hold on, let me see. Let me go on. Let me look on the website because I'm just judging it on the website here. I always say $21,500.
Okay, so at $21,500, right?
Mm-hmm.
Divide that by 10, $2,150. A lot of places charge $100 filing fee.
Okay.
So you're looking at $2,250 to get her out, right?
Mm-hmm.
If she's insufficient with her bond, that means that she owes money to her bond company.
Oh.
So you're going to have to go, your best bet would be is to go back through the same bond company that she has, pay off the remaining balance, and then pay the bond that it's going to cost to get her out, because they might charge a little cheaper and take that charge off.
Wow. Dude, I don't even know where she went because this is like an auntie of mine. I'm just confused. I have my credit card, my money ready. Wow. Do you have any sense of where she was at previously or no?
No.
But you all for a fact can't bail her, can't do it at all.
Our bondsmen won't do it if they've had any insufficient bonds for the last 3 years.
Clearly, as what we heard, we got update that because she had an insufficient bond, and this is really is going away with her. On tomorrow, we'll be contacting an attorney to see if she can get any type of legal aid. This is quite sad. The sad part about this story, number one, is where is her friends? We worked very diligently with our team of people. We stayed on Texas. They made sure that they transferred her back to Texas. We stayed on her. My producers have been calling religiously around the clock. And they said, hey, Mr. Wiley, she have been transferred back to Texas. And so we were trying to see how can we get her out, just trying to see, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got it, but other people I do know have it. And so some people said they would do it. And so clearly we ran into a brick wall when they said, because she had an insufficient bond and she owed a previous bond, so no judge will give it to her. So this is really, really sad. We will let y'all know on her first court date. We'll be contacting the lawyer on tomorrow to see either a lawyer or the courthouse in that particular area to see when it's her first court appearance. And we will be there to report on that live to bring you all the tea concerning this case. This is quite sad. Some of Jag family members have reached out. They wanted to know, was I serious? I'm absolutely serious of allowing her to stay with me, but I must be signed on as her manager, and I must be signed on as her manager, and she must be signed on as a guest co-host of the show. She must develop content Monday through Friday, 8 hours a day, and a 30-minute lunch break for each shift. So, yeah. And we will allow her to stay with us for free, but she must work 8 hours a day content. We give her our 2-minute, a 30-minute break lunch and a 15-minute break. And we will allow her to stay with us because we're not going to allow her to stay with us for free. No, it's to be just for content, and the cameras must be able to follow her all through everywhere we go. The cameras follow us. If we go down to Walmart, the cameras have to follow us everywhere we go. So we will personally do it. So again, that's what it is. But a lot of her friends said she was going to get out or charges are being dropped. Nobody, you in my home court advantage. I'm right here in Texas, baby. The great old state of Texas. She ain't gonna get out of there. What really messed me up with, see, this is why she needed mental health services, because clearly a mentally sane person will know if you have a bond, you can't jump in that bond. When I had a bond with and everything, I knew I could leave. Yes, you could leave. I think you had to get permission, but I didn't have no thing. But I already missed making my payments, so they wouldn't even know if I was going or not. As long as you're making your payments, we good. But you still have to check in. It's like on the app, they do like a check in. All I had to do was check in on the app and make my payments. I made my payments. I checked in. I had to check in every other day, or was every 2 days, Paul. We checked in. So we made sure she didn't do it because a lot of her mind, she's a little so she just lost it all. You know what I mean? So I hope that Jag learned from this experience. This is the longest, I believe, since I've known her on these social media streets that she been locked up. She been almost locked up for 30 days. And you already know how Texas is, they're bagged up, and it's a long time. It took me almost 2.5 years, almost 3 years to get, resolve with the library situation. Now, just imagine if I didn't have bail, I would have been sitting in jail for almost 3 years, and most of it would have been like time serving. I still had to pay restitution, but I didn't wasted 3 years of my life behind bars. You know what I mean? So that's why it's important to do not commit crime. And then on the other hand, it's important that a Governor Greg Abbott, do more for mental patients. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that the doctors do not just push people out, because a lot of them do it just to clear up beds. And I think that we need more beds. So if a person come in, we make sure we give them a couple of months of treatment, that we do not just push them back out to the streets, because clearly this person has been pushed back out to the streets, and she's clearly out here right now. And now she's in a institution in jail, right? Hopefully, let's pray that she don't get no bad drugs. Hopefully, let's pray that she is mentoring, taking her meds, that she eating right. Clearly, you can see that she's not, skinny or anything, but we just gonna pray, So when I reached out to the person on our members only live, we dived into it, and we will check with the attorneys and have a conversation with the attorneys, and let's see how that's going to go later on the line. All right. So that was that. Let's move on from that particular topic. So as you know, she could potentially be facing years in prison. Let's just put that out there. She could be facing a couple of years in prison for what she did. All right. So hopefully her family have not gotten an attorney. She as of right now, everything is a public defender. Everything is a public defender. Everything is a public defender. She have not gotten an attorney as of yet. So everything that she have right now is a public defender, and you can clearly see that she's losing weight. You can tell it by is losing weight because, again, she probably don't want to eat the food, but we definitely going to pray. Now, that was that case. Now let's also go to our last story today. Shout out to Nicki Minaj and Nosey Heaux. All right. This have been going on. We have reported this on our website on waterthetroll.com. I want to read this to y'all. Make sure y'all go on the website because we have been posting stories. My team has been posting stories all day. Shout out to Ebony and D. They have been posting stories all day. But on the site, oh, look at these ads. Shout out to that. Okay. They said Nosey Heaux blogger said she said what she said, and she's standing on what she said about Nicki Minaj, about being a drug user, and negative comments about Nicki's son. She has been denied. She denied allegations of any wrongdoing, and she denied the wrongdoing. Now, in this particular thing, is they're saying that Nosey is now demanding that Nicki Minaj defamation lawsuit be thrown out of court. According to court documents obtained by Radar Online, Nosey has denied all allegations of wrongdoing in the case. Last September, Nicki Minaj sued the gossip blog after she accused the super bass rapper of using cocaine and made some disturbing comments about Nicki young son. Reportedly, Nosey updated a video online and said Nicki Minaj is showing all the cocaine, showing it in all the cocaine up her nose. Quote, allegedly. Thank you, allegedly, but we all know it's true. End quote. That was a quote by Nosey. The social media personality added, listen, I can't even say allegedly with that because we all know it's true. I'm not saying allegedly on that. Nicki Minaj is a cokehead, end quote. That's another quote from Nosey Heaux. Additionally, Nosey Heaux mentioned Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, 1995 conviction of attempted R-word. Though YouTube also has made vile comments about the rapper's son, she said that your baby is going to be a R-word too, end quote, that Nosey Heaux have said. And then also following Nosey Heaux remarks, Nicki Minaj sued the blogger for defamation of character. In her claim, Minaj demanded that no less than $75,000 in damages in the event that the woman couldn't afford to pay up. The super freaky girl rapper represented to strip Nosey Heaux of her right to use the trademark minor of her brand. I hope I said it right, y'all. Y'all know me. Okay. Her lawsuit read just the day following the Green September 12, 2022 publication of her lie. The Minaj is a co-head on her Twitter page. Almost 2,000 people had liked it. More importantly, more than 260 people had retweeted it, which led to a firestorm of social media attention, which was undoubtedly caused by multiple levels of subsequent retweets. While social media is an extraordinary effective vehicle for spreading lies, is not convert a license to do so. So right now in this particular argument that Nosey is asking the judge, begging, pleading, begging that they drop the charges completely. Like they're literally begging that the charges be dropped. Okay. To drop the charges, to drop the case. When I say drop the charges, to drop this lawsuit, she's definitely begging. I don't see it actually happen because Nosey should have kept her mouth closed because she was saying you just can't go around talking about people doing the powder without no proof. You should have stayed there with your stank tail. You should have stayed there on the argument with Jennifer Heaux. You had some good going. You were going viral. You was gaining subscribers. You could have been making about $40,000 to $50,000 a month, but you put your own stuff out your spot. You took your own stuff out your spot. You literally took your own stuff out your spot by going down that rabbit hole, accusing Nicki Minaj of that. And Nicki wanted to get you, and you gave Nicki Minaj the ammunition, the power to take you out. You gave her the ammunition, right? Oh, your own words gave her the ammunition to say, okay, I can't get you for Jennifer Heaux, but I can dang on sure get you for you telling me I'm sniffing that candy up my nose when that is just not true. So, hey, I don't feel sad for Nosey because she decided to talk about the library situation and drag me all the way around. So I don't feel sorry for her at all. You say you do the crime, you must pay the dime. All right. So I don't know. Do y'all want me to open up the phone lines really quickly? We are here for a quick little minute. We go open the phone lines and give me one particular second. If y'all want the phone lines open up, I will open it up for y'all. Give me one particular second. I will open it up for y'all. Oh, wait a minute. That ain't it. Okay. Give me a second. I don't know if y'all want the phone lines open up because I know a lot of y'all had something to say. Okay. We got the phone lines. Cupcake is listening. All right. If y'all do call in, please do not use profanity. All right. That is the number. Let me put the number down in here. Please do not call in cussing if you call in. All right. We just have to get through those last two stories. There we go. All right. So if you want to call in, that is the number. 972-674-9462 is the number. Okay. Let's get to it. All right. Hello, you live on the Wiley Show. Hello. Can you mute me? Can you mute me in the back? Hey, I can hear you now.
What's up?
I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Oh no! So I just saw you had Armand's friend on. It was quite interesting because like once again, remember how you was like Armand needs to help the homeless in LA and how there's certain characters and certain things happening in LA. So it was quite interesting to see that. But anyways, that was a great interview. I wanted to comment on the Nosey Hill thing.
Okay.
So did she file a new motion in the case, or is this a different case?
No, this is the same. This is the same case. This is the same case where she's trying to get it thrown out.
So what's the title of the motion she filed? Do you know that?
I don't know. I don't know. I have to go to Radar. Excuse me. It's on Radar Online, so I don't know if they actually posted the motion. Let me go to Radar Online. Give me 1 second, because that's a really
I can look right now. I can look at it real quick.
Oh, okay, because I know on Radar Online they have posted something on there. Give me a second. Let me see.
Excuse me. I'm pulling it up right now.
Oh, okay, because I have it. Okay. Yeah, you can see what they posted on there. Let me see.
Okay,
that's a very good question.
Then propose a case.
Okay, because the title of they said blogger fights Nicki Minaj lawsuit over drug accusation, vow comments about her children. Let me
answer
see.
to complaint. Hold on. Answer to complaint. Joint stipulation and propose notice of attorney regarding rejection. Okay. So joint stipulation, appearance, notice of change of address, electronic service. Okay, so first I thought Nosey Heaux was actually placed in default in this case, and because she didn't get an attorney or anything in the time. So what happens is she probably went and got an attorney, and then the first thing they have to do is they either have to stipulate to get out of the default, or they got to litigate it. And because she's like in pro se, meaning that she was served in pro se without an attorney, if she got an attorney, they probably just let her get out of it. But like, this is not going to be dismissed like at all. What is she doing? Like, no, this is not. And then on top of that, she was just now tonight. She painted. Y'all got to understand something when it comes to defamation. Just because you say allegedly does not mean you don't have malicious intent. Because in order to defame someone, the element of maliciousness, malice has to be met. And so when you're saying that's Jay-Z's son allegedly, and if that's his son, the mother was 16, so he a pedophile allegedly. Yeah, he might be a pedophile if she was this and filed emotions and all. It's like the way she crafted, she's still defaming people because she's building a perception.
Did she say that? I didn't know she said that. Oh wow. Okay.
That's what. Oh no, I'm covering it tomorrow. That was tonight. I'm definitely covering. But she painted this picture of Jamie Foxx as a homosexual, saying he was sniffing coke out of a white man's ass crack. All of this. It's just crazy.
Oh no.
But you know who would love Nosey Heaux?
You know what? Either who you about to say? Oh gosh.
I think Midnight Cupcakes need to go on over there with Nosey Heaux.
Not Midnight Cupcake.
I'm just fucking with you. But no, I just want to say great show. Very entertaining. Keep doing damn thing.
Yes. Thank you so very much for calling in and giving us that tea, because I didn't know that was pretty much it. So you're saying that Nosey going to lose this is what you're predicting?
Yes, it's credible defamation. It's like the only affirmative defense of defamation is if you can actually prove it, or First Amendment rights. And then if you're claiming like what Tasha tried to do on the fucking jury thing, I thought it was my First Amendment right. What you do is you file an anti-slap motion, meaning that somebody is suing you for you exercising your First Amendment speech. So the first motion in the defamation case you're supposed to file is an anti-slap, which is like essentially a motion to dismiss, but specifically a motion to dismiss based on a violation of your First Amendment rights. If you don't get that anti-slap dismissed, then you might as well appeal it to drag it all the way out. This is what Tasha K should do to buy herself time. Because, she get this anti-slap, appeal it, buy yourself a whole goddamn year, and then finally get to the trial. Tasha K could buy herself so much time to negotiate and stuff. But yeah, Nosey Heaux is another one. We're going to see her continuously crashing out. When she see that bill coming from that lawyer and them, yes, y'all gonna support the sister because we gonna see her crashing out, just like Tasha K.
Oh my gosh. Well, we can't say that this could have been. It could have been avoided by just being quiet and not posting lies. It's just that simple. And look how much money she's gonna lose, in the long. And then Nosey is not in a position like Tasha. Most of her income is YouTube and her work on her website, so she can garnish both of that because most of that is through a third party company. So she sent a demand letter, or get a judge, or get something to say, hey, this person owe me this money. You must garnish these wages. So she's not in a position like Tasha. At least Tasha a little bit smart moving her money around, but Nosey Heaux is not in that type of position.
And then on top of that, just looking at this case, the motions that they're filing, the court is notice regarding deficient motion to appear. Everything is deficient. Like this, what type of attorney does she have? Who the hell is Bobby Samini?
He's just a guy that says he's going to represent her pro bono.
Yeah, but he's not even. That's crazy. Why would he do that? Everything he's filing in court, the clerk is telling him is insufficient. You can't even get past the judge. It's the clerk.
Oh my God! So you're telling me the lawyer don't know what he's doing?
Right, because it's like notice regarding deficient motion to appear. Deficient. And it's because this lawyer who she got does not know the local rules. Now, you got the federal law, and then each district, like even the court that, Officer Dustmite was supposed to file in, which is the one in Los Angeles, have different rules than the federal court up in Sacramento. And so you got to learn each of these court rules, and it's telling me that this lawyer right here is not even familiar with this court. I can just look at that on by the judgment roll.
Wow, I'm just listening to it, brother, and wow. Here we go. So thank you, Denat, for calling.
That's another case.
There's a whole another case. It's so many cases, and it's gonna be more cases, unfortunately, because Cardi had a trend. It's gonna be more high-profile cases where celebrities are gonna go back and forth with bloggers, and of course, you got a high-profile case that we should be getting some updates pretty soon.
Man, you get this judge mad to say it's All right, I gotta go to sleep.
Okay, bye. Oh man, thank y'all so very much. All right, anybody else want to call in? Anybody else? I want to make sure anybody else. Oh man, we just pumping up as much content because while I'm here, because once I'm home with family, I'm trying to chill. I'm trying to eat barbecue. I'm trying to chill, eat some barbecue, spend time with. I haven't had no vacation in a long time. I've been in and out of depression a little bit, so I'm on my way home and everything. I still will be doing some content because I'm taking my laptop, so I'll still be out there breaking stories. Okay, so. I do want to thank the producers for sending in a $25 for our travel fund. We are trying to get to the inauguration as well, so make sure y'all contribute to it. We're gonna be big in tomorrow, aka Axon later on today. Okay, to get us to do it as well. They said, Wally, what did you think of Cupcake Comment? I think she's an innocent person. I think that their behavior is like the $40 is irrelevant. I think she's innocent. I think that Milagro did a little bit too much. And I also really definitely believe that Milagro didn't do a lot. The person that did a lot was Armand, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Because that's women business. Women fight, you know what I'm saying? Two chocolate women go at it. I love two chocolate. Two chocolate women go against each other. But what Armand did was totally unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. But I just want to thank y'all. Make sure if y'all want to contribute to our broadcast, we are going to inauguration. I don't know how I'm gonna get there. I might have to hop on the train to get to the inauguration when I get there because my mom lives far. She lives super far. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Super far. All right. Love y'all. Yeah, she said something about it. She did multiple shows about it. Okay. Yes, she did. All right. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you enough. When times get, always remember to put God first. You gone, Paul? Always put God first. All right, you gone, Paul? All right. You gone? Okay, I told you I see you later on. You're on vacation. Your vacation is officially started. Okay, Wiley, please do everything to get you. I'm doing everything. I need finances. You know what I'm saying? I can get my attorney, but that costs money. I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? Because I have an attorney that helped me with my case. They can help, to file some motions, to do the but we right here in Texas, so we do what we can. My first priority, I got to get to Chicago to get to this inauguration. So make sure y'all contribute to the platform. We'll be back live in a couple of more hours. We're doing a marathon of content. Make sure y'all go check out our website, www.waterthetroll.com, where we get into all the tea. Okay, waterthetroll.com. Make sure y'all go check it out. I received 2 complaints saying, Wiley, you got too many ads on your site. I mean, how do you think we're going to make it? We got to have ads. Okay. I mean, how do you think websites thrive? Like, get up out of here with that. Let's be real. Let's just stop that right there. Stop that. Okay. This is a business. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna go live on stage here. Our is to be later on. I need to clean up. I gotta clean these clothes and get ready because I'm traveling and everything like that. I don't know if I'll be able to do station on the train because of the quality, because of the connection. But what I will tell you is we're doing a lot of content. All right. We're gonna be outside, inside, and everything else. Okay. All right. They don't say none of the TMZ soon as we do is a problem. Come on. It's a business. All right. So if you want, if you a blog that you want us to promote, if you have a brand you want us to promote, if you have a t-shirt line you want us to promote, hit us up. And I had a good promotion going on, and people don't want to respond to it. I gave a person a good price for 30 days full of promotion, 30 days, and they couldn't even come up with that. And I'm like, I split it up in 2 minutes. Can't do it. I can't do it for free. I'm a brand here. I know what number we did 4.5. I think 4.8 million. We did a lot of million per minute over here. All right. So people are watching. Every minute counts. Okay. All right. Leave a comment. Shout out to the Mod Radio family. Y'all know I love Milagro Grams. Drop stuff for Milagro Grams. Love her. We just don't always agree. All right. I love Armand Wiggins. If the brother's on College Hill, I love that brother. I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the Texas justice system, you get messed up here, it's a long road, and you better have an attorney. I was fortunate enough to have an attorney, and he was a black attorney. I was fortunate enough to have a white attorney as well that took the rest what the black attorney didn't do and other attorneys. So absolutely. So thank y'all so very much. God bless you all. Shout out to the support that is here. It was so good having this attorney that was here. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. I think that was awesome for helping us out. And again, don't leave if you got a bail. Okay. All right, y'all. I will talk to y'all soon. God bless y'all. Also, whatever topic we didn't talk about, email me, DM me. Y'all know how to get in contact with me at Wiley Show, WILEYSHOW. Twitter at Wiley Show, WILEYSHOW. Instagram, TikTok, Wiley Show. We got more TikTok videos with my nieces. They looking for the TikTok. I really don't like to do TikTok. When I'm over there, they want me to TikTok. Y'all have a good night. We got a lot of more videos to do. All right. We're going to pumping out the content. Are y'all liking the back-to-back videos? Let me know. Are y'all liking the back-to-back videos? Are y'all liking the back-to-back videos? Let me know. Y'all say do more videos. Man, I did so much videos, I can't even keep up. And I still got some more topics to talk about. Man, all right. Thank y'all so very much. Thank y'all. Thank y'all to the executive producers. All right. Love y'all. Okay. Have a great day. Oh, man. Thank y'all so very much. Oh, man. Love y'all. All right. When do you come to New York City? I'm renting it up on the East Coast. We coming. We got to get the finances up. We coming. Got to get it together. I'll talk to y'all later. All right. Let me end this live. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up. Come on, hit the subscribe button. We funny. Talk to y'all later. Peace.